Hi, everybody. I'm Robin, and these are my reflections. And today we have a Kickstarter unboxing of the Windbell Island Tarot. I have been trying my best to stay on top of Kickstarter unboxings this year, guys. This one it was so much in this box. I wanted to make sure that I showed you kind of how it was packed. I only backed the deck, so I don't know. I don't know what all is in here, y'all, but it looks like it's quite a bit of stuff. So I'm going to get it all out and we'll take a look. So, one of the cool things about Kickstarters is that they sometimes, when they have a really good run and a lot of people back and they have a lot of extra funding, they will do cool things like give us freebies. And it looks like that's what has happened here because I only backed the deck. So I received a lot of extra things here. I don't know if it's because I've backed with them before. Sometimes they do that. I know this is a Woe Studios production, and they actually have a deck on Kickstarter right now. I'll put it here on the screen for you if you're interested. But I have a couple of other decks from them. So it's possible that maybe this is like a just like a thank you to previous backers. I'm not sure. I have no clue. But when I opened this box, I was like, whoa, what all is it? So I thought it would be fun to kind of show you what came in the box for the Kickstarter. So this is obviously the deck. I'm just going to pop that off to the side so it's not in my way. And then we'll be able to kind of get in the rest of this stuff. So I think looks like it's a bag. Yep. So we have a nice pouch. It's very beautiful. It's velvet. This is microfiber or velvet. It says Windbell Island down here. Back. And the inside, cotton. So that, I don't know. The deck would fit in here, but not in the box, I don't think. So it's a little bit narrow for it to fit the box, but you could fit just the cards. This is a really beautiful soft tarot cloth. And actually, I don't know if you noticed, I changed my cloth. I went back and forth about what I wanted to do, and I wanted purple. I was looking at all the cloths and I was like, I want something purple, but also I kind of want something pink. And then look what came in the mail today. Something purple and pink. So I might swap to this. I might change it to this, guys. This is really big too. It's large. I would say this is probably 30 by 30. Very, very pretty tarot cloth with what you would see, I think what's on the box basically. So we should be able to see it a little bit better once I get the box out. But that's the design. So that's the tarot cloth in the back. Oh, it does say Woe Studios on the side, and the back is white. Now it looks like we got some sleeves. War of the Ring, Elder Sign, Blue Moon. I don't know. Close fit, high clarity, acid free, no PVC, easy shuffling, durable sleeves. And there's 100 of them here. So that was nice of them to send me some sleeves. Thank you for that. Oops, dropped them. So now the keychain I knew was coming. I remember seeing an email about this when, oh, it's got a little bell on it. I love a bell. It's the Hermit with the little lantern. Is this a keychain? I don't even know. Maybe it's just something to put on your luggage or something. I like that it rings. That's fun. Maybe I can use it to clear my space. So that's the keychain or the dangly thing. I'm not exactly sure what this is. It says key ring, but I don't see an actual ring. Oh wait, can I open this and can this open? No. Does it open? No, it doesn't open. So I wouldn't be able to actually put any keys on here. The last thing that came was this Hierophant postcard. Very cute. Love his little glasses. Now the fun part, the deck. Yeah, here we go. Here is the deck. It is based on the novel Flatlands, which is Victorian satire. It's not a novel. I want to say it's like more like a novella about well, it's narrated by a square, and it is about a society of other geometrical figures that live in a society where they're fighting for hierarchy and also about worth and all that kind of stuff. And it's just basically a satire on Victorian culture. They use that as an inspiration to create this deck, which is kind of almost like a paper cutout deck. and it feels very flat. So we're gonna take a look. I'm gonna get it out of its plastic here. Let me get my little tool. Let's free it from its plastic, and then we can take a closer look at it. It comes in a 2-part hard box, spot gloss on the front. Opens like that. That's the inside. And that's the back. We have more plastic. Dang it. All right, so here are the backs. Those are the birds that we saw in the corner of the cloth. And edging is this beautiful blue rainbow iridescent. You can see all the colors there, mostly blue to my eyes. You guys can see all different colors, but most of what I can see is blue. Different color blues. Ooh, it's slippy because it's linen. Here's the book. Comes in. This is, I want to say this is this Chinese? I am not sure, guys. I'm not sure, but it comes in 2 languages. Here's table of contents. And you can take a look at what you get you get a full color image with the 2 languages. The English is down bottom, a little bit less, well, smaller image, the same amount of writing for the minors. And it looks like it's the same for the court cards as well. Smaller image, same amount of writing. And in the back, nothing in the back. That's the book. And we'll read one at the end. Let's take a look at the card. I'm curious to see where the story starts. So it says, the carefree fool stands at the edge of a steep cliff with an expression full of readiness and pride. His loyal dog crouches beside him, and his bag and equipment are all in place. The free-spirited starlight glimmers around him, and the swirling wind seems to be guiding him on his way. Having fully prepared for his dreams, he stands as a symbol of new beginnings, with the vast, uncertain journey ahead, waiting for the fool to embark upon it with courage. The world is so vast and everything is still uncertain. Along the way, perhaps, unexpected surprises will emerge. It says, the magician, with a solemn expression, closes his eyes in deep meditation, connecting with the heavens and earth, exploring all the possibilities of the unknown and the potential for success. The sun, moon, and stars shine above him while he controls the arcane elements and holds supreme power within him. Transforming the symbolic power of the mind into tangible reality, the 4 elements are freely manipulated by the magician, demonstrating infinite strength with wisdom. The candle beside him represents the inner fire of his passion, and now all is ready. Only the final push of opportunity remains. So, it's not a story per se where one connects with the other, but it definitely gives a good amount of information. Look at this high priestess. Woo, these colors. These colors are giving. Here's the Empress. Ooh. The Emperor. You know, there's a lot of decks this reminds me of. Here's that Hierophant that we saw the postcard for. It looks a little different than the other cards, doesn't it? So I'm wondering if this is going to be one of those decks that maybe has multiple artists. I didn't check. Let's see. I don't remember what it said on the Kickstarter. I wonder if we're looking at multiple artists here. I looked through the Kickstarter and through the book. I did not find the names of the artists, or nor did I find the name of the creator. I did find a quote from the creator about how the Flatlands novel inspired them, and the inspiration behind the deck and the extra cards, but I didn't find who that person is or a name or anything. Look at this chariot. Very cool. The strength card. Oh, look at the lion. He looks so tired. Just tired. And her face looks very determined. Here's our hermit from the keychain. The Wheel of Fortune. I love the colors on this. And this, the style is cool too, I think. Just kind of fun. Something a little different. Death. Even this font that they use is fun and kind of dynamic, but it does change size because look, the smaller words are larger and the bigger words are smaller. That could be distracting for some people for sure. The Tower. and the star. Everything does seem very close up and tight in the images as well. So we're not getting a lot of um, long shots. Mostly we're very close up and we have tight shots on whatever the figure is in the image. So we've got the Judgment and the World. And there are two extra cards, Growing Up and Hope. And then let's go on to the minors. Here's the Ace of Wands and the Two of Wands. That's almost a long shot. Almost. I like the, here's another long shot. Here's the Three of Wands. And we're back close up for, I love her. I don't know where these people are, but I like they almost look, I don't know, they don't look here. They don't look European. They don't look American. They look like they're somewhere else, and I enjoy that. It looks like a different place, you know? Eight of Wands. Here's the 9 and the 10. I love all the stars on their back. They just look so dynamic and expressive, even though they're flat, you know? I love the robe here, the pattern on this robe for this page. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, the guidebook doesn't say anything about the colors. It just mostly describes the Knight of Wands, and it says, you know, what's going on. The horse is running and there's perseverance and determination. It doesn't say much about the crosses or, I don't know, are these pyramids or mountains in the background, do you guys think? I want them to be pyramids. All right, so here's our queen. Look at the cat peeking around the corner. I love the expressions and the drama in this deck. I feel like this would be fun for like romance readings or just maybe even celebrity readings. Here we're into the swords. Here's the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords. Here's the 3, the 4, 5 of Swords. Love him. Oh, I love the 6. Ooh, this one is pretty. The color choices, and it doesn't talk about them in this book, but I kind of want to get out like a color theory. Does it say in this one? So this says the boat carrying 6 swords alongside the man sails towards warm light of the rising sun, symbolizing the journey of life or a vessel that propels forward. The swords lodged in the boat hinder its movement, causing the voyage to be slow and arduous. This represents the burden of past pain issues or pressure that must be carried forward. However, the swords cannot sink the boat, indicating that these challenges are not insurmountable and the journey can continue. The calm surface of the water suggests peace and hope for the future, leaving behind past pains and struggles and moving toward the warm orange glow ahead. I will say this. They have come a long way with these guidebooks because the Monsoon Tarot doesn't say much. It doesn't say much, but what it does say kind of helps you focus. I think what they've done is given like I remember it was like keywords or key phrases, but the key phrases did help me focus in on what I was supposed to be seeing in the card. And so it did help me understand what I was looking at. Then the next deck had more information. And now this one is probably the most I've seen. So they're just getting better and better. So there's the 10 of Swords. Here's our Page of Swords. Look at him. I like him. Here's the Knight, the Queen, and the King. Last 2 suits. Here's our Ace of Cups, the 2 of Cups. Very cool. I'm looking to see like what this is in the back behind the 2 guys here. These 2 kings. I like it. The 3 of Cups. Got just the beautiful glasses. Loving the nails. The 4 of Cups. 5 of Cups. Here's the 6. Cute little flowers. Very typical. I mean, it's very RWS, but it's just the way that they've illustrated. Like this one is very RWS. They haven't changed anything about what's in the cups or anything. A little bit about a change in positioning here. They're walking more toward us than away. No mountain. Well, is that a mountain? That could be a mountain in the background. But either way, um, it's close. It's close. Look at this, the way they did the rainbow in this. Fun. Oh, I love it. Here's our page of cups and the knight. The Knight of Cups embodies both the courage of a warrior and the grace of a romantic. He represents an actor in the emotional world, someone driven to take action through the power of feelings. The knight rides a white horse with a graceful, steady pace, signifying that his actions are deliberate and composed. His cloak, adorned with vibrant and intricate patterns, speaks to his romantic nature and delicate pursuit of emotional connection. He is a poet at heart, expressing himself through lyrical words and romantic gestures, captivating others with his charm and allure. His armor, however, remains tightly sealed, symbolizing a shielded core protective of his inner self and spirit. Okay, I'll take it. Queen of Cups. Here's the king looking very young, and he looks so young. All right, Ace of Pentacles. Last suit. Two of Pentacles. We have a juggling clown here. The three, the four. I I'm just noticing, is that Virgo and then this is Taurus? Did they do that in all the cards? Or is this just for the pentacles? Here's the five, a six of pentacles, the seven, and then we'll move on to Scorpio. Oh no, what's this one? Is this Virgo? Capricorn? This one is Virgo, right? And the other one was Capricorn. I always get those two confused. Here's the eight, the nine, and 10. And then we just have the earth symbol here. Here's the page, the knight, the queen, and the king. Now I've got to go check and see if they put the symbols in the other cards. I'll be right back. Oh, here are the backs in case you wanted to see them up close. So I looked through the cups and I didn't see any zodiacal glyphs or astrological glyphs or whatever you want to call them. Let's check the swords. No, I don't see anything here either. So it's just on the coins, which is a little weird, I will say. Kind of wish they would have kept that going throughout. It would have been cool, but The cardstock is this plasticky linen with the semi-gloss coating. It does have those blue iridescent edging, or well, rainbow edging that I mentioned before, and the size up against an oracle card is that size, and up against a regular tarot card, it looks like they are the same size. Yeah, so these are typical tarot size, and then the cardstock I want to say is 350 GSM black core linen. They are 80 cards, so it should shuffle great. I'm gonna give it a shuffle. All their other decks shuffle. Yeah. I mean, it's literally the perfect shuffle if you like a linen shuffle. They are slippery. So if you'd like to read it for yourself, so if you would like to read it for yourself, there it is. And you can see the 7 there as well. It says, a black cloth covers the woman's eyes, and she is bound, surrounded by 8 swords that symbolize humiliation or difficult circumstances. Her expression shows struggle and pain. The red background represents passion, yet she is wrapped in layers of suffocating blackness. The clash of intense colors highlights her anxiety caused by being trapped. The limitation she faces is not necessarily imposed by the outside world, but is more of a self made prison, driven by excessive fear and self doubt. Although her feet are free, and she could step out of the predicament at any time, she dares not move forward. This deck is giving me sass, it's giving fire, it's giving Aries energy all day long. I wanted to try it with Cute and Creepy Oracle first. This is by Misha. I love this deck, the Cute and Creepy Oracle, and I think it is just as sassy and fiery as this deck seems to also be. So let's just take a look and see how if they're gonna go together. So it says collaboration, work with others to reach your goal. the Two of Swords and the High Priestess. So if you're feeling stuck and you're like, I just don't know which way to go, perhaps try reaching out to someone else instead of thinking you know it all, or working in a bubble of, oh, I'm gonna keep things to myself. I'm not gonna share with others. Maybe if you share a little, they'll share a little. What direction are you going? Is it where you want to go? Compass with the Three of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Ooh, so we're moving really fast in the direction that we're moving, but is it the direction that we want to go? Let's check ourselves. Let's make sure that we're not getting into something we're not really interested in being in. Period of inactivity or decay, cold, downtime with Winter and the Four of Cups. You have responsibilities. We can't just stay frozen. We have to keep moving. There are things that we need to be doing, responsibilities that we need to take into account before we just freeze up. The Tower with protection and the Seven of Pentacles and the Taurus. Protection from physical or emotional harm or injury. Like, don't try to move right now. You need to stay protected and stay calm as this stuff unravels. Maybe just spend the time in contemplation of what you want to do next and what you are looking to plant next after this storm clears. These Taurus symbols they're cool. I could integrate them. They're really clear, but I just really wish they had put them on all the cards. That would have been cool. 10 of Wands with the Star and Perseverance. And let's just do one more. Stand Up with the King of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. Here's the Earthcraft Oracle. It's colorful and dynamic as well. So I kind of wanted to see if maybe they could go together. I also have the Beauty and the Soul Oracle. I just got that one. It was a gift from a friend of mine, and that one is also the same artist. So maybe we'll see. Let's just take a look at this one. So we have Warrior Woman. Oh, we saw these. So we have Warrior Woman with Temperance and the Six of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Six of Cups with Spirit of the North. Spirit of the North is like a Pentacles card. So it's like practicality with the Nine of Wands and the Six of Cups. So we have Spirit Weaver with the King of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So I would look at this as like, maybe right now what I want is to weave a connection between my heart and my head, you know? Ravens are strong and intelligent and resourceful. If you are feeling a little bit out in the cold, maybe something about the way you grew up, or maybe a lack mindset, or maybe there is actually it is a fact that you are out in the cold and you don't have enough, or you actually are in a space of lack. The transforming your mindset could help you to bring yourself into a more abundant place, just because the transform with the Raven card coming up means that you do have what it takes to solve this problem, to shift your consciousness in order to really get what you want here, to get out of this place of lack. Sight of the Owl with the Six of Wands and the Empress. I don't remember what Sight of the Owl is, but I'm thinking it's something about wisdom. And one more, the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands with the Seer. Really quickly, let's try Beauty and the Soul Oracle. This is the same artist, Danielle Boudou Fortune, different creator. So this is the Beauty and the Soul Oracle. This one has a little bit more sass. So this deck is a major arcana deck with some oracle cards. So you'll see a lot of major arcana and then a few oracle cards mixed in as we go through. So we have the Hierophant and the Moon with the King of Cups. I think because it's the indie cardstock, it's that anti-scratch kind of matte stock. It's a little brighter. And I feel like it's a little bit of it's a little sassier as well. So we have the Moon with After the Rain. Oh, we just had the Moon. Where did we have the Moon? Where was it? Where was the other moon? Oh, it was this moon. Okay, the Moon and the Moon. Okay. So this is the moon with After the Rain and the Page of Swords. And is busy, but fiery, right? 10 of Swords with Strength and the Hierophant. There's another Hierophant. And then the Sun with the Juggernaut woman, which looks like a tower to me. She's burning things to the ground. And then the Page of Wands. I don't know, maybe this one is a little too sassy for the Keep Your Mind with the Ace of Wands and the Hanged Man. And just one more. The Fool with the Eight of Cups and the Knight of Cups. All right, I have another one. I think this one might be a little too sassy for this. Let's try another one. So let's try the Golden Light Oracle. It's a little more lighthearted. A little more lighthearted. Those felt like they were bumping up against each other in energy for me. All right, Eight of Cups with Rooted and the Knight of Cups. Self-love with Hope. Oh, I like that. Self-love and hope with the Eight of Pentacles. It's a lot of work, yeah, getting to that place sometimes, especially if you've had a hard go of it. Solitude, Four of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I like this. My stomach is starting to growl. Sorry if you can hear that. I'm getting hungry. The King of Pentacles with Justice and Turn On. I feel like this could be a really practical reading as well. So it's like, if you are dealing with some sort of practical things, I'm thinking contracts and things when it comes to like your home, signing for a home, signing a rental agreement, a lease, something like that. Make sure that you are turning on the lights, making sure that you're checking all of the things, crossing all the T's, dotting all the I's, doing your due diligence. Don't just coast. Don't just listen to what other people say. Turn on what you know within you. Do your own research, that kind of stuff. Five of Swords. I like him. With the Seven of Swords. Oh, he's kind of crazy too, or she. And family. Oh, this is a. I don't know about this family. Like I feel like I don't want to be a part of that family. And then we've got Mentor with the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords, and one more non-action with the Three of Swords and the Page of Cups. I think if you pick up any of the decks by this creator, this is any of the decks from Magic. Any of these decks from Magic and Mediums illustrated by Cindy Monroy, I think could work. And they have quite a few. So I'll put the link to their Etsy shop in the description box below. One more deck, another sassy deck that I have in my collection is the Wild Dreams Animal Oracle. Unleash your passionate best. The artwork is not that sassy, but the guidebook is extremely sassy. And I think the colors are going to go well with this deck. So let's take a look. The one I pulled this week was the bee, and it was like, are you being yourself? Are you being too much? Are you just being the most? Like, I was like, you know what? Leave me alone. All right, so we have Rabbit. Be your own good luck charm with the Eight of Swords and Judgment. Fox. Follow your cleverness with Death and the Chariot. Dog. Be loyal to those who are loyal to you. That was my card for last week. Knight of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. And one more. Mouse. Be nimble and adapting to life's changes. Queen of Cups, Three of Cups. So that is the Wild Dreams Animal Oracle with it. So that is the Windbell Island Tarot. What a lovely Kickstarter experience from Woe Studios. I am excited to get to using this one. It is beautifully colored and right up my alley for right now. I'm feeling these sort of jewel tones. Normally, because it's spring, I would be feeling something a little more pastel, but I don't know. This is where I'm at right now. You can see from my background that I went with for the month. So I'm excited, and I'm kind of excited about that tarot cloth, that altar cloth, or whatever you want to call it. I might switch out. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. So if you back this Kickstarter and you got the deck, let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. I release videos every few days regarding tarot and oracle, and I would love to have you here with me. If you know anybody who you think might be interested in this deck, please share the video. It helps them get out there. My description box below will contain links to anything you saw here today, as well as information about my channel and other videos that you can watch, ways to support, all of those things. If that's something you're interested in, definitely check it out. And until I see you guys next time, stay safe and be blessed. Bye-bye.